Hello everybody, welcome back to another Botania tutorial. Now today's tutorial is all about the Entropinnyum. What we're going to do is we're going to set one up, we're going to get all the inputs ready to go, and I think a lot of you guys might actually enjoy this one because it has been requested quite a bit, and in particular quite a bit recently, so let's get to it. Okay, so here's the basic layout of it. It's actually really small. I'm quite impressed with how small I managed to get this. If you guys do build this, you should be wary about where you put this whole thing. Make sure it's not near any wood, because else, of course, these flames are going to get to it. And I'm not too sure why these flames always come around. It's something I've kind of experienced quite a bit with these force relays. It's not really a problem in this case, at least. And the force relays, they won't burn if you do that, so don't worry about that. Now, I also had ourselves a mana void underneath this just to keep up with the amount of mana this was making. It's making it quite a bit of mana. Of course, we are using a Gaia mana spreader, so bear in mind this one is working way faster than it should. But what we are going to do now is we're going to rebuild this using a normal mana spreader. So here is the basic layout. You've got to make sure that these two blocks are the same type of block, but they can be whatever block you want as long as they are the same type. Then we've just got our normal Entropinnyum. Make sure that that is connected up to your mana spreader. Your mana spreader is connected up to your mana pool. And now we can get started with it. So first things first, place your floating random carpus on top of one of these blocks here. And that's obviously to place down the TNT on the same block. So that one will place it down over there. The next thing you want to do is grab a pulse mana spreader and place it next to this one facing up like that. So that's the way you want it. And then you can also place your hovering hourglass just next to it. Now this next part you've probably seen me do 100 times, but if you haven't, it's quite important. So to make your composite, well, this one is going to be a Kindle warp lens, you need to make sure that you do this specific crafting pattern. Make sure that the Kindle is above the warp and it comes out as a Kindle lens. So there we go, we've done that one there, and we can continue. So the next thing is we'll place that one on top of this mana spreader here, so you can see it's facing over there. We can throw it away now. And then we're going to go here and go up 2 blocks, then place our diluted mana pool, and we can get rid of those. And next to the diluted mana pool, we'll place our crafty crate with some blocks around here, some blocks around there, and another 3 over here. Now, the last thing we'll do for this little section is we'll place a spark on that pool, and a recessive augment on that one there. So all the leftover mana that gets caught will get caught in this pool here and sent straight back to this pool here for whatever you need it for. So now we'll get on to the next part, which will be crafting the TNT. Alright, so for this next part, we're going to have to take this block out, and then we're going to place a dropper facing in this way. So you can see that dropper is facing in that way. We're also going to do it on this side here. Dropper facing in that way. And then what we're going to need to do is also grab some redstone dust around here. So we'll get some redstone dust, place it there, and there, and there. Now the next part is we are going to go up 1 block like that and grab ourselves 5 of these. So we're going to have to put 5 around this side, these mana detectors, and then we're going to need 4 on this side here. So we can do it however we want. We can kind of make it a little bit symmetrical like this on here. It's really not important, provided that the redstone dust does connect up to these. So you can see these are all connected, those are all connected. And the reason for that is this is going to be the sand side, the other side is going to be the gunpowder side. So we'll just place an item frame on there so you know there's the sand, and we'll place another item frame on this side like that, and we know that's where the gunpowder is. Now on top of each of these, we're going to have to place ourselves our force relays, and you can see that this one here is going to be the starter one. You can see that the mana burst is going to go through here up into there. Now we're going to need to get ourselves a wand of the forest, so we'll just go here quick, wand of the forest, grab that one there, and we're going to have to connect these up. So the mana burst is going to come through here, and if you've seen my force relay tutorial, which doesn't really go into this much depth, this is really just a bunch of confusing stuff. The way I like to do this is we know the mana burst is going to come through there, so we'll right click on that one, which is the middle one. We'll remember that. Then we'll right click on the first one. Then we'll right click on that one, go 1 out from the middle, right click on that one, and we know we've done the first one, so we'll go to the second one. Then we'll do that again like that, and then we've done these 2, so we can go on to the next one, and we now need to go back to this side. So we start on the middle, we go here, right click on that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Now, that seems pretty damn confusing, and we still have that one connected. So what we're going to have to do is come down here, and we'll place a block right over here, because we don't want to do it on that block, we want to do it on the block above. We'll do like that, And now that should be all ready. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to quickly fill these up with all the resources we need. And then we'll get the timing going and we'll fill up that pool just quickly with a little bit of mana so that we are able to get this thing started. In fact, we only need the mana spreader to be full of mana and everything can get started. Alright, so all I've done is I've filled this one up by putting a creative mana pool next to it. So if you're in survival, you'll just have to get a bit of mana to that. Maybe drop in a mana tablet or something in that pool. That should work. So you can see that's now full. We've also filled up each of these droppers with the respective stuff. So gunpowder and sand. And now all we need to do is put the time in here. So I've chosen 27 seconds. The reason I've done that is because that seems to be quite a safe amount. If you're a bit worried about if you're playing on a server or maybe any other reason that you're worried about lag or whatever, you're better off just putting that number up a little bit just to make sure that everything comes out of this Entropinnyum. Another thing you want to make sure is that you do have the mana moving out all the time. Because if that backs up, then that will back up, then your Entropinnyum will back up, and your base is gone. So you can see there, I've just let that go, and everything's going. These are getting on fire. We've got ourselves some TNT. Now that TNT is going to place down, and it didn't actually fire this time. And you'll see the first one will not work, and that's because the burst, which comes through here, doesn't ignite anything. So we'll have to wait another 27 seconds, and then it should work. Now, if you are wanting to speed this up, you could try a velocity lens on this mana spreader here, or you could try putting on another mana spreader, for instance, an Elven mana spreader or Gaia mana spreader. This will take a few seconds. You'll see it'll now burn, and then it'll all of a sudden ignite. And when it ignites, the next one gets placed down immediately, but don't worry, that one won't explode. I haven't had any issues with it exploding, but although, as I say, this could be a bit of a game changer if it does explode. So let me know how that all goes. And I think this is fairly simple. Now, the next most complicated part of this is not actually automating the production of TNT or making this whole process here work, but it is automating the sand and automating the gunpowder. Now, for sand, what your best bet would be to automate a cobblestone farm, which then throws the cobblestone into a catalyst, and that should turn that into sand. And the other one here is, for instance, getting gunpowder. Your best bet will be to go to a creeper farm, or if you had access to, for instance, another mod, you could find another way of getting gunpowder, or you could just change flint. So this is pretty much the tough one. I have not yet figured it out short of being a mob farm to get gunpowder. So let me know what you guys do. Let me know if this helps you guys. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye, guys.